So, Jean, thank you so much for being here, and especially on a Sunday morning where you are. It's an absolute honor to have you here.
Because what we're seeing is a catharsis of the old patriarchal systems and the rise of women everywhere, perhaps the single most important happening of the last 5,000 years, is the rise of women to full partnership with men over the whole domain of human affairs with terrible backlash, but it is happening. And not just that, but the rise of the diversity of peoples. I've never met a stupid child. I've met incredibly stupid systems of education, you know, and too many of our leaders come out of the same stupid systems, which are insular, monolithic, in the West linear, which leaves out about 90% of intelligence. So it's about, a lot of my work has been about the education of leaders to be able to tap into the vast domains of potential that we all have and simply do not use. I find that fascinating that, you know, Gandhi, who said that if you want to be a game changer, it's not about changing the world, it's about the changing of yourself. And then the world proceeds from that. But it is also, how do you find the code? We could say that we come in pre-coded. And as little children, we tend to have a memory of it, and then life gets away and we forget the code. Maybe the new spirituality has to do with tapping into the code.
Yeah.
And you may say that in certain states of consciousness, mystical states, yes, there are the times of illumination, inspiration, and also a kind of ecstasy and joy that I think clears out all the rubbish and the outmoded behaviors. Interesting, people say, what do you do exactly? I never know how to answer, but I would say I'm a midwife of souls. And that I would say is probably very close to your professional.
Exactly.
Definition as well. You clearly have crossed over into that landscape. You go back and forth.
Yes, all the time.
You were a billion-mile flyer.
Yes. Some ways I never left. That's always what I say.
When you go to the other side, when you cross over into this enhanced, with its cosmic consciousness, but is also the earth in all her glory.
Yes.
What do you find?
Wow. So when I'm there, I experience the unity and diversity. I can experience the particle and the wave simultaneously as a dance and as a constant lovemaking. You know, it's really, really wonderful. It's incredibly alchemical, and that's where I experience that sacred flame of love and the pure potentialities and the future generations that have not yet been born. And then you start to see how on the other side of the field, people are attracting it in to come to it. And in our old cultures, ancient cultures, we knew how to make sure that we kept these through lines intact. And we, through the storylines, through the dreaming, through the ceremonies, and we've lost touch with that. All my life, I have done that. Yeah, so it's keeping that intact. And then,
so those of you out there who are between worlds either out there in the cosmos or between worlds within your life, this is the quickening. This is the wake-up time. This is when what you do makes the difference as to whether we as a planet, as a species, as all species, evolve or perish. This is it. The human heart truly can go now to the lengths of God. And indeed, we have to.